I got a question about your film career. Operation Petticoat, a Blake Edwards film with Cary Grant and Tony Curtis. How big a thrill for you to make that film at that time?
Oh, it was fantastic. In fact, I can remember one day up on this pink submarine, we're sitting there, and I'm talking to Cary Grant, and I'm telling him that I said, I'm worried about going out in the submarine because I said I'm about this much pregnant. And he said, "You're pregnant?" And he didn't have a child. He wanted to have a child. And Jennifer Grant is in the Evening Star, his daughter. So tears came to his eyes. He said, "Oh, how wonderful you are." I said, "Don't tell anybody that I don't want to get seasick or anything out there." What a nice memory, right?
That's a beautiful memory, yeah. Well, I got one Happy Days question. You mind me
Yes.
asking there? I watched that show my high school years in college. How often? Does a day ever go by that someone doesn't come up to you and compliment you or reminisce with you about the show?
Not a day. Not a day goes by, and people are so good to me. "Oh, Mrs. C, come on in here." Or they'll run out. You'll be walking down the street, and somebody will come running up with a little cup of coffee and a cookie that he ran into some store, and he said, "Here, Mrs. C, I just want to give you something." And people are so good to me. I needed a policeman at my house one day, so I called up and I said, "Do you watch Happy Days?" "Mrs. C." That detective came right out to the house. Otherwise, you couldn't get anywhere.
All right. Well, I got a question about you working with Shirley MacLaine. But so you've known each other for quite a while.
Well, not really. I didn't know her personally, but I was in Some Came Running.
Okay.
I played this little nun. I did not meet her then. I did not know her.
Well, a lot of people, she has a reputation of being a very strong woman who knows what she wants and asks for it. When you two get together for the first time, is there a little bit of sizing up of each other?
A lot. And because I would say the main thing about Shirley, on top of all her talents, of which are myriad, she's smart. She's smart. So there's no, you have to be as honest as she is, because she'll see right through you. And having seen, I quickly went out and saw Terms of Endearment and saw how honest she acts. You have to meet her at that level.
And you also acted with someone who I interviewed not long before he died, Ben Johnson. Now, you have all these great actors in this movie. What kind of stories are being told? Was there an hour that went by without someone having a great film memory to talk about?
That was what was fun about lunch hour or waiting. It was wonderful. And Ben, you did interview him?
Yeah,
and he was having a very happy time of his life. He's been invited to go to Spain. He and Harry Carey Jr. either were going to go or just went. And he said, "I can't believe it. People invite me to go to Paris. My God, I don't know what they want me for, And yes, ma'am, he was the genuine article, a real cowboy gentleman.
Marion, I'm always fascinated with audience etiquette at theaters these days. People have beepers or cell phones, or they're talking. In your theater career, what kind of unusual interruptions have you experienced?
Well, we went to see Company with Shirley MacLaine, because of all the Bob Fosse stuff. We were so thrilled, and we were being filmed at the theater. They were going to take us backstage and film us. Well, we were so thrilled to be there, and Shirley's sitting in back of me, moaning like she's having orgasms. She loved the show. Oh my God! Oh my God! And I'm like screaming. I thought it was so great. Finally, a woman in front of me turns around and says, "Shut up!" So, we as an audience, actors, we just we want to be up there. We want to be up there. You can almost have to restrain us.